Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. Really early this morning because we're heading out on the ocean in about an hour. So I'm so grateful that you are here with me. My name is Susan Churchill. I am a certified trainer and practice group leader with Spring Force Qigong. It is the 250th anniversary of independence in the United States today, so I wish freedom for all and inner freedom as well as outer freedom. So let's do the yin and the yang of 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 freedom. How about that? We're totally balanced. So, however that looks for you, let us do our qigong practice. So we're in the last part of 14 days for daily intentions of daily intentions. So we're looking at setting our intentions, um, realizing that we are setting intentions throughout the day and becoming more aware of what we are doing, so we start co-creating our life in the way we want to see it. It's very powerful, and let's practice again today and see how that goes. See what happens to you. See if you can feel the difference. Hopefully, you're able to join us for this 2 week period, but continue afterwards. We're going to continue doing 14 days for something. We've done 14 days for um, heart health and for better sleep and for release of stress. So now we're in the intentions part. And I do not know what we're doing next time, so I'll see you in a few days and find out myself. And I have been enjoying being on vacation here in Cape May, New Jersey, with my family. Wow, we had about 20 people yesterday, and then this morning, a few of us brave souls are going to go out in the ocean, and so any calming energy for the waves, I would appreciate. All right, very good. So let's do our minute for peace. So I like to start out when we are standing, sitting, or lying down, and we have our knees bent and our spines, starting to get aligned and straightened. A little breeze lifts our elbows out from the sides and separates our fingers. And just don't work too hard. We're just trying to allow ourselves to become aware of the earth and how the earth is supporting us throughout the day, keeping us onto the earth, right? With gravity, amazing us with nature, all the bountiful creations of nature, and feel that peacefulness move up from the earth through the bottom of your feet. And it's slowly coming up through the body, and you might use a color like yellow as you're breathing in and out, whichever way feels right for you. And know that as you are imagining this, as you are invoking the chi, the energy, the life force of the earth to come up through you, it's helping to discover, transform, and release extra energy you no longer need. And feel that happening. And it's like you are a little seed, and you're growing out of your seed, and you're unfolding your first leaves. And then allow the connection of the universe, feeling that connection and feeling maybe light or warmth coming down from the universe through your body, feeling it on your skin, and knowing that you are also helping yourself to release any extra energy you no longer need. We'll take our hands in prayer position in front of our heart, and think of peace. Breathe it in through all the pores of your skin. Let it bring a smile to your face. Your tongue gently rests at the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth. And you feel yourself even going more into balance. Spine is straightening. A little smile comes up on your face, and you're just feeling as if you are a column of peace. So let's enjoy that for a little bit on our own. Beautiful. Now we're just going to lower our hands gently as we start to bounce from the knees. So we have our feet flat on the ground, and feel yourself, maybe some aches from yesterday, doing too much. Tuck your chin in, and they just start bouncing out. So let's just bounce out all the aches and the extra thoughts that are in your head right now. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I hope you're enjoying the chimes of nature. Having quite a few birds coming in joining us. Let's take our hands over our heads, and we're just letting our hands flap at the wrists. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth at this point. We want to allow the body to detoxify as much as possible, and that's what we use. One of the reasons for the active exercises. So they're called active exercises because they activate your chi, your life force, the energy with intelligence. It knows what to do. See, so what we've been doing for these 14 days is learning how to take the mind connected to the heart as an intention to guide our life force, our energy with intelligence, to create the day we want, to create the health we want, to create the abundance we want. And we're learning how to do that. So right now, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's the yang part, the physical part. And the yin part is to allow yourself to notice. Notice what's going on. Let's take our hands down to our sides, and we'll just go side to side. Open, open, open. All blockages gone. Completely healed. Is this nice of my brother to have the flags out so we can make our practice decorated? And just let your arms swing when you do this, all right? So if you're feeling a little tension, focus on maybe adding some weight to your fingertips. So that'll pull down your shoulders without actually pulling. Just let gravity again do the work. All right. Now we're going to continue with shoulder shrugs. So what we do is we lift our shoulders up to our ears, head goes back. Now you want to scrunch back. You don't want to overdo it. So you want to be firm yet gentle. And only go back as far as is comfortable for you, all right? And then we'll release the shoulders down, the head comes up. Feel or know spinal fluid is shooting up and giving our brain a nice wash, and then let a magnet from the earth just kind of pull your shoulders down, not overly, again, and release. Make sure during this you have a slight bend to the knees, and that's actually recommended throughout the day, whatever you're doing. If you find yourself locking your knees, then soften them. All right, so shoulders up, head back. I appreciate everyone who's finding this recording as I'm way off schedule today. Release the shoulders, head comes up, and pull the shoulders down. And one more time, shoulders come up, head goes back. Tongue touches the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Release the shoulders. Head comes up. Feel a whoosh of the whole, like energy of the earth just doing a big wave and clearing you. And just feel a splash down. It's very fun and refreshing. Okay, now we're going to continue with active exercises, tapping the cheekbones. Open, open, open. All blockages are gone. Completely healed, completely healed. Beginning of the eyebrows. Open, open, open. All blockages are gone. Completely healed, completely healed. Cup the top of your head. Cup the base of your head. Come down to your C7. That's a bump at the base of the neck. And let's massage this area. Clap your hands. Cup the inside of the left elbow. And then the right. Cup underarm, left side. And underarm, right side. Cup the window of the lungs. And the right side. Come to the kidney area. Lean over a little bit and cup the kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands. And the palms. Come down all the way to the tailbone area, and we're going to tap this area here. And this is something you can do anytime during the day to open up the passageway from the tailbone all the way to the brain and back. Let's keep that open, open, open. Tuck your thumbs in and tap your hip points. Then come down to the knees and cup the tops of the knees. We're just opening up all the channels. Come to the backs of the knees, so our chi can flow unimpeded. That's all we're doing. And we're allowing ourselves to experience the acknowledgement of our amazing bodies. That I can be right here, standing here, bouncing with you, and then technology, hey, that we're doing this together. Isn't that amazing? But that I can tell you this is what to do, and then you can experience it on your own self, because you know your body. So you start experiencing that. All right, so that's all the active exercises. So what we're going to do now is move into beginning of the universe position. Feet shoulder hip distance apart. Bend your knees, elbows out. Stretch your fingers and toes. Now, if you're doing this sitting or lying down, you just do what you can do and visualize and feel the rest. Right now, we're stretching our fingers and toes as if we're trying to make them twice as long. How's that? And then release almost all the way, feeling your some activation, the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes. See, when you can't decide which one to say first, it becomes a very funny word. All right. Spine nice and straight. Tuck your tailbone in and out. Feel a little release in the lower back. Shoulders soften. If they're still up by your ears, Use your mind to soften those shoulders down. Tuck your chin in, tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. And we smile. We let a little Mona Lisa smile come up on our face. And feel your form holding its space. So you're actually holding this form effortlessly. That's the yang part. And then we connect to the yin part, and we start to feel our chi, feel the life that we are, and see how that feels in your body. Where is that life? Where do you feel that? Maybe you start hearing your heartbeat, or you get kind of a fuzzy feeling all the way around, or even pins and needles, or heat, or coolness, or maybe nothing today. That's okay. It's all good. And so for those of you who have been doing Qigong before, Spring Forest Qigong, you can go ahead and start coming up with your intentions. We're going to say the password together. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. That helps us get our vibration to, because we all have a chi field, we're all vibrating where we're at the moment, right? So we are connecting ourselves together, you and I, plus to Master Lin, and through the password he gave us to the universe. So we are in that heartbeat of the universe. And allow yourself to feel that. You might feel more intensely. And then we do the intention part. We decide what is our intention for our practice, for our day. So for everyone, all of us, for this 14 days, our intention is becoming intentional with our intentions of making a decision of how we want our day to unfold. How do we want to be? Do we want to be peaceful, happy? Do we want to be pain-free? Do we want to have the brain power to do the finances today? I mean, whatever it might be. Do we want to just allow ourselves to experience people in a new light where we see their chi, their life force, that it's the same as ourselves? And we can pour in all our intentions. And then we do the active exercises, the healing movement. So today, so if you know our movement for today, which is connecting with the body's energy. Sorry, I'm distracted just because I think I need to move the chair. So if you know it, go ahead. Otherwise, hang out for me a moment. And I might be blocking our flag a little bit. All right, so if you're new at this, you don't remember, that's fine. I want you to stand, if you can, feet shoulder hip distance apart. Relax the shoulders, spine nice and straight, chin back, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, smiling. Smile stands for start my internal love engine. And then we're going to keep our weight on our left foot and take our right foot out another half a step. So this is the one where we do have a different stance. Bend your knees, elbows out. Bring your hands together where all your fingers are touching the opposite finger, right? Makes sense? And the fingers are spread apart. And then we make a little heart shape, bringing our thumbs down. So let me bring my hands up here so you can see. So our fingers are touching like this, and we're making a little heart, see? Okay. So back in our wider stance, we bring our arms up, and we want to have the elbows out, not in. Okay, have them out, and you bring them up and down just slowly, and you'll find a place where your fingers just push against each other and they hold themselves in place. So that's what we're looking for. Then we breathe in, And we allow the wave of our breath to take our body over to the left side. And you want to bend that left knee. Only 70% maximum of weight going on either side. And then you breathe out, slowly shifting. And now the right knee is bent. And we're going to go back and forth like this. We're breathing in as we go to the left, and we're breathing out as we go to the right. Now, when you're doing the healing movements, we want to switch our breathing to in and out through the nose if you can. We are telling our body that we are balanced. We're in balance, the yin and the yang. That our breathing, intention for our breathing is to be equal in breath and equal time exhale too, in breath and out breath. Close your eyes if they're not closed already. Let your shoulders sink down even more. You're holding your arms here, but remember how we moved our hands up and down until they're really holding themselves in place. So I want you to soften, maybe tuck the tailbone a little bit, and allow yourself to just kind of glide back and forth. And notice what you feel, and maybe you can identify it as contentment. This movement, the fourth movement from Master Len's 5-element practice, is for the metal element, which is the lung system. And the color is white. The season is fall. And the emotion that we are cultivating is contentment. So what does that help? Because remember how we talked that there's a what we call negative emotion, like when you're doing the last movement, we were bringing in peace to release anxiety and overthinking. So this one, we're bringing in contentment. We're cultivating that vibration of contentment, which helps to release blockages, energy blockages caused by grief, by sadness, and by depression. So isn't that beautiful? So just glide back and forth. And you stay there. I'm going to look at the clock because I don't have my alarm today. All right, let's see. I started at a weird time. Okay, so we have about 10 more minutes. We're just going to go with it. Your eyes closed. And slowly, maybe from the top of your head or from the bottom of your feet, whatever feels right, or any which way you want to, tell the top of your head, I am contented. That means you're okay with it, with this moment, just the way it is. And slowly move throughout your whole body and bring contentment to every cell, every tissue, every organ. Feel your eyes soften, your forehead soften, the eyes sink back. When we get stressed out, you know, then those muscles, there's a lot of muscles around the eyes, holding everybody in place and letting you to move around. So we're going to let everybody have a break. Cheekbones and jaw, and just go through your whole body and soften and bring contentment. Have that little smile bubbling up. And then if your body decides it wants to move, maybe in a figure 8 or infinity symbol, or this one, sometimes you're going to find yourself even stopping for a moment or longer. So this is where we are trusting our chi. We're trusting our life force to do what is needed for us to open up our blockages. And then because we have an intention, it's going to be that much more pinpointed. So it's just like when you have a goal of getting something done, you're focusing toward it. Now here, we're letting our life force, we have the intention, and the mind's going to pay attention to it too, but it's connected with the heart. And so as we're doing this, we're opening, opening, opening. All blockages are gone. We're completely healed. We're releasing blockages that may have caused some depression, of grief. Have you been in experience of sadness, depression, or grief where you felt you couldn't breathe, you couldn't take a big breath? That's the lung system. So feel the muscles between all the ribs and feel as if everybody got permission to just take a vacation. And they're sunning themselves, and see how your breathing changes. You can use a memory. You can use the color white. You can breathe it in. You can bring smiley faces in with it. The memory that I bring in is me and my two brothers and my sister floating on inner tubes at the lake in Wisconsin. Booth Lake, Minocqua. And maybe a boat goes by somewhere, and so at some point we kind of rock a little bit. We're on those black inner tubes that get so hot, so you've got to put some water on them every so often. And we're just so peaceful, floating around, until one of us, probably my brother Stephen, decides to float over and knock us off our inner tubes. And that's what contentment feels like for me. And so when I connect to that memory and I'm doing this movement, I'm cultivating contentment, being okay just in this moment, just the way everything is. What a powerful gift to yourself. If you can come back to this during stressful times, as you see, as I've been trying to say, we are learning how to find our balance again and again and again. So much that it just becomes our center. We're centered. We're in balance, and chaos can happen around us, and we can feel it, we can empathize. Maybe we don't have to jump into it. What if we can stay centered even within all of that? Do you know what happens? Then instead of reacting, you're responding when necessary. And as a person who, especially with my kids and all, when they were growing up, I was trying to keep all the balls in the air. I was trying to keep everything together. And, that was not the best thing for me. It was very, very stressful in my body, mind, spirit, soul. And this concept of being content with things going around and being able to respond instead of react was like, well, that'll be nice someday. What if you can do that today? And since it's our Independence Day here in the US, maybe this feels like you're the flag or wherever you are. See, it doesn't matter. And there's just a breeze, and as you're going back and forth, you're just flapping a bit. And you can use this for your family, harmony in your family, or where you work, contentment. And of course, unless you're someone, even Master Lin will say, yeah, he goes in and out too. He knows how to come back, and that's what we're here for. We're starting to understand and listen to, this is important, put your ears back on, listen to the signals you are receiving about what's going on. For instance, let yourself feel that maybe that second piece of holiday cake, the body says, well, you had enough. So, haha. And it can be anything. It could be your brain, you're thinking a thought, you're angry because someone cut in front of you in traffic. And you could follow that anger, right? And that is an intention you are creating. Or you can let it float away. It's like, yep, I was angry for a second. And you let it go. So I have no idea how long we're going for, because I can't see the clock. So let's just keep going, and I'll be quiet for a little bit so you can discover what contentment feels like for you. And when you're ready, hi Joanne, you found me. I know I'm super early today. Then you're ready. Let that movement cease. Your hands are back in front of your lower dantian. Bring that right foot back into your regular hip or shoulder width apart. And we're just going to continue with one or two movements of connecting with the heart's energy. And let's just be grateful. So let's think of 3 things you're grateful for. And you You breathe in, you bend forward at the hips, where the hinge is, and then you allow yourself, something pops in your mind, and you allow yourself to feel so grateful. And then you breathe out and you come back up. I am so grateful for the flexibility of everyone who wants to do my practice this week. I'm so grateful for so much family together. My three nieces were saying they don't live that far apart from each other. And they're like, we need to come all the way here to Cape May to see each other. And one more. Be grateful for whatever experiences you had today, whether you understand them or not. We come back up, we release our hands down, and focus on the lower dantian. So I kind of want to do this today. Let's just take our hands out as if we're gathering all that chi together, all the experience, all the contentment and the peace, whatever we cultivated. Let your hands interlace and bring it down and into the lower dantian, which is 2 or 3 inches behind the navel, and then we're going to massage our abdomen. And behind it, we visualize or feel that that ball of light is spinning, spinning, spinning faster and faster. It's getting smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter until it turns into a tiny little energy pill. And then we stop the movement. Imagine we're taking that little energy pill, which is, okay, I'm picturing me and everybody that's going on my brother's boat of catching a fish. And tuck it deep behind the navel. And rub your hands together. And remember how yesterday we were connecting the soul the soul to the heart, and the heart going through the shoulders, arms, elbows, and out the palm of the hands, and creating chi lotion. And then rub your face. I would do more, except I'm all sticky because it's sticky out here. Cup your head, cup the base of your head. And let's just breathe in and feel the earth again. So happy that you're paying attention to its mother. You're paying attention to the creation, its creation, which is your body. And you release down. Open your eyes when you're ready to do so. And then I want to thank everyone for being here, whichever way you are and whenever it happens. And then we'll take a giant 10,000 hand breath in. We've got our arms coming out from our body, plus 10,000 more. And then you kind of lift your eyes up and you see everyone who loves you, everyone who ever loved you and you ever loved, looking down upon you and just pouring gifts in to your arms, all 10,002, based on your intention. So, very good. And I send you protection and safety to everyone today around our beautiful world. As we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I'm still here tomorrow, so no worries on that. You'll see me for a couple more days here in Cape May, New Jersey. All right? No idea how long this practice was, so thank you for being with me. and I'll see you again tomorrow.